While Western media is focused elsewhere, China is quietly building something that looks less like incremental technology and more like a complete replacement of human labor across every sector simultaneously. The AI hospital. China's population is projected to fall from 1.4 billion to 633 million by the end of this century. And the demographic pressure that creates is most acute in healthcare. Fewer workers, fewer caregivers, fewer doctors, arriving at exactly the moment an aging society needs more medical support than at any point in its history. That gap looked unsolvable until 2025, when China unveiled the Agent Hospital, the world's first AI-powered hospital system. This is not a physical building. It is a virtual healthcare ecosystem developed by researchers at Tsinghua University, where AI agents play the roles of patients, doctors, and nurses simultaneously, practicing diagnosis and treatment across more than 300 diseases through continuous autonomous interaction. The system learns in days what would take a human physician years to encounter in clinical practice. In April 2025, it entered its first real-world pilot at Beijing Tsinghua Chang'an Hospital. During testing, it processed 10,000 patient cases in a few days, with a reported diagnostic accuracy of 93%. Human doctors handling the same volume would need years. The system currently has 42 AI doctors across 21 medical specialties, and it is not designed to replace physicians. It works alongside them, handling diagnostic recommendations and workflow while easing the burden on overstretched staff. Medical students can also train inside this environment, learning to collaborate with AI rather than compete against it. The surveillance system. In July 2025, Chinese public security officials reported a homicide rate of 0.44 deaths per 100,000 people, one of the lowest in the world. Over the preceding 5 years, they had dismantled more than 590 organized crime groups, shut down 1.7 million scam operations, and arrested 366,000 fraud suspects. Officials were direct about how this was achieved. The results came from a public security system increasingly built around artificial intelligence. At the center is what is referred to as Skynet, not a single program, but a collection of interconnected camera and sensor networks that span major cities, smaller towns, and rural roads simultaneously. China now operates nearly 800 smart city pilot programs and has become the world's largest investor in video surveillance, spending over $38 billion in 2023 alone. The cameras do not just record, they analyze in real time. In one documented case in Jiangsu province, an AI system froze a fraudulent transfer of 500,000 yuan in under 10 minutes, traced 87 linked accounts, and supported arrests within 3 days. Officers estimated the same investigation would typically require 5 or 6 people working for 2 full weeks. In courts, AI tools have reduced judgment drafting time by 70% at the Hainan High People's Court. Every court in China is expected to be using AI systems by the end of 2025, with full nationwide integration targeted for 2030. New regulations introduced in 2025 require explicit consent for facial recognition in commercial settings and regular compliance audits for organizations handling large personal data volumes. The cars that redefine driving. In December 2025, China issued its first production permits for conditionally autonomous Level 3 vehicles, legally approving self-driving cars for limited public road use for the first time. 2 models received authorization, both with strict geographic and speed constraints, while data is collected under human supervision. Behind the approved models is a vehicle intelligence stack that has advanced rapidly. The GACGU-01 carries dual NVIDIA chips with 508 TOPS of AI computing power, 11 HD cameras, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and 5 radar systems, more sensors than a military drone. Its AI companion can be summoned by voice from up to 2 kilometers away to drive itself to the owner. BYD's Yangwang U8 has 4 independent electric motors, allowing each wheel to move separately, enabling zero radius turns, sideways parking entry, and in emergencies, the ability to float and move through nearly 5 feet of floodwater for up to 30 minutes. The Yangwang U9 supercar goes from 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.36 seconds and recently reached 496 km per hour, making it one of the fastest production cars ever built. Its suspension system can lift individual wheels within 40 milliseconds, fast enough to make the car hop over obstacles or synchronize movements to music. A capability the engineers describe as functional rather than cosmetic. More than half of all new cars sold in China now include Level 2 driver assistance as standard, creating a constant flow of real-world driving data that accelerates the development of higher autonomy. Baidu's Apollo program has already completed millions of robotaxi rides in Wuhan and Shenzhen. The trains that approach aircraft speed. China's T-Flight project is developing a maglev train designed to reach 965 km per hour, a speed at which the boundary between rail travel and air travel effectively disappears. In February 2024, a prototype successfully levitated and accelerated to 623 km per hour on a 2-kilometer test track, confirming that both the magnetic levitation system and the low vacuum tube environment work as intended. A 60-kilometer full-scale test line in Shaanxi province is planned, with the stated goal of breaking 1,000 km per hour. That would make the train faster than most commercial aircraft at cruising altitude. China already sets the global standard for conventional high-speed rail infrastructure design. Chinese engineers now chair the international committee that sets those benchmarks worldwide, and the country is treating the T-Flight project as the next step in a progression that has already built 45,000 kilometers of high-speed network, more than the rest of the world combined. The robot revolution. Unitary Robotics quadruped robot dogs are operational in industrial facilities across China, performing inspection, surveillance, and maintenance work that is increasingly difficult to staff as the workforce ages. The B2 model carries 30-kilogram payloads for 90 minutes, navigates stairs and rubble, autonomously scans for overheating components, detects abnormal machinery sounds, reads gauges, and identifies leaks. A single technician can oversee an entire fleet, intervening only when the robots flag something requiring human judgment. On the humanoid side, Walker S robots are already deployed in factories and retail spaces, performing inspection and service tasks. Fourier Intelligence's GR1, a 5'4" humanoid with vision, audio, and tactile sensing, performs physically demanding care tasks in medical settings. Agabot is targeting a sub-$20,000 price point to make humanoids accessible to small businesses. The goal is not impressive demonstrations, it is daily deployable workers that do not require the workforce China is running out of. On August 8, 2025, the world's first robot retail mall opened in Beijing's E-Town district, housing more than 50 brands and over 100 robot models. Visitors watch robots serve coffee, play chess, patrol floors, and interact with guests in real time. Adjacent to it, a robot-themed restaurant has humanoid bartenders, a live robot rock band, and animatronic historical figures. China is not just building robots, it is building public familiarity with them. An AY hospital processing 10,000 cases in days, cars that float through floodwater, trains approaching aircraft speed, and robot malls in the capital city. Drop a comment telling us which one you think changes daily life the fastest. Check the end screen right now for more technology breakdowns waiting for you.